Hey everyone, welcome back to Tiny Record Time, the small music show for big music listeners. I'm Josh, and today's episode is on weird songs or records. Like, I'm talking stuff like Captain Beefheart, or just weird folky music, just wacky songs. So, without further ado, let's get this wacky show started. First up, we have the Jimmy Castor Bunch, Troglodyte Caveman in parentheses. So this song is it's like going back in time. It's like we're going way back, and he's talking about cavemen looking for a cave woman, and this caveman grabs a woman out of a swimming pond and says, "Hey woman, dance." And it's a weird song, but it's really good. It's funky, it's crazy. It's got some rock beats to it, but it's definitely a crazy and weird song. Um, when I first listened to it, which was a few years ago, I was like, "What the heck is going on?" I showed it to my girlfriend the other day, and she's like, "This is weird. This is obscene, but like it's good." So yeah, the Jimmy Castor Bunch, Troglodyte Caveman. Definitely check it out. Next up, we have the Butthole Surfers, Hurdy-Gurdy Man, which is a cover of the Donovan song. And the B-side is Barking Dogs. Hurdy-Gurdy Man isn't that crazy, but Barking Dogs is weird. It's just a lot of noises. It's like 7 minutes long. It's typical Butthole Surfers, but just crazy. Here's the vinyl, which is yellow. I think they call it piss yellow or something. Wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, this is awesome. It's a weird song. It's a weird couple of songs. It's great though. You can't go wrong with some experimental punk rock madness. And then there's the back cover. Their face is all jacked up. But yeah, that is the Butthole Surfers, Hurdy-Gurdy Man with the B-side, Barking Dogs. Check that one out. Now this one is one of my favorite albums I have got recently. It's by the Fugs, but the album's called Virgin Fugs. It is. I don't know how to put this in words, how crazy this album is. It's a folky record from the 60s. The Fugs were a political, like, parody psychedelic garage band that really didn't like Vietnam or a lot of political people in power and a lot of crazy things that were going on at the time. So they wrote the wackiest stuff they could. The music is so weird. I can't say some of the lyrics because they swear a lot, and then YouTube would copyright me, or not copyright me, strike me or whatever. But it's just so crazy. Like the first line is "We like grass" in reference to marijuana, and then "we like" the two letters minus from grass. It's crazy. It's a weird album. The song CIA Man is really fun too. But the whole album, they're just like off the goop. They're off the rocker, just having fun, just making crazy music and just having a good time. Really recommend this record. Super fun. Just please check out the Fugs, Virgin Fugs. Next up, we have a classic, Trout Mask Replica by Captain Beefheart's Magic Band. Captain Beefheart was on the Bizarre label. Second. Initially, he was on Straight for Trout Mask Replica, but then went to Bizarre because the record was too bizarre for the Straight label. Interesting enough, yeah. But Frank Zappa helped him out. He was also in the Mothers of Invention. But this is such a crazy album, but it is so historically significant. It's actually in the Library of Congress for how important it is. And it's fun, it's weird. The first couple of listens, you're like, huh? But then the next few listens, you're like, okay, I can kind of vibe with this. It's cool, it's weird. This is the second press. This is not the original. It may say straight up here, but it is on Bizarre. But it's so just, it's the equivalent to Barbed Wire. I know it's been compared to that before, but it's just, you just gotta take it for what it is, listen to it. I got kind of pick and choose some of the tracks, but it's fast and boldest. That's all I got to say about that. Next up, we have Jazz Kamikaze. Now this is an avant-garde jazz rocky record. It's not, the music isn't crazy itself. I mean, it's crazy, but it's not like out there. But what's crazy about this and what made the list is that the band is from Denmark. You really don't hear about jazz bands coming from Denmark. I think it's like 5 white guys, and it's good music. It's great. It's really good, but it's just you just kind of expect it where they came from, especially with a name like Jazz Kamikaze. And they do kind of shred jazz to bits. Yeah, it's cool, fun. Definitely check it out. I think they're still making music. I'm not exactly sure, but I got this at a record store for a song vinyl out in St. Joseph, Michigan. But yeah, this is a interesting record. But I'm just, like I said, the members and where it came from is more interesting than the music. But it's still fun. Now, this is a fantastic record. Claire's hitting it wrong. This is Melt Banana. The song the album Charlie. It's like, so the lead singer is a girl, and she almost like yips and pops and pow, bada, as her singing style, with this crazy, like, punky rock with electronic stuff going on in the background music. It is so insane. It has a very Locust vibe to it, and it's fun. It's wacky. It's out there. Steve Albini, he actually helped discover the band to get them big. They actually came to Chicago to record, I think, their first record, or their first full length, which is really cool. This is one of their third or fourth album, but this is such a fun record. Love me some Melt Banana. They're crazy. When I used to work at a record store, I played this, and the record store owner was like, "What the heck are you playing?" And she was like, "Yes, Melt Your Face Banana is terrible." I'm like, "Yeah, you wouldn't understand." But yeah, it was fun. Very good record. Very fun. Fantastic. Now next up is the band Rash. This is their album Skinner Box. They're a local band. They're local to Chicago. I saw them at this place called the MILF Crate. It's a local venue, I think. Well, they moved. They moved, so it's not here anymore. But very cool album. It's super sludgy, super heavy and fast, and it just hits you real hard. When they played live, the guitarist and bassist were always facing the amps to get more distortion and reverb to make it louder and wilder, and I'm telling you, this was crazy. It was a really crazy record, really crazy band to hear, and I love them so much I had to buy the album. It was awesome. Super fun show, super good, but it is pretty harsh and intense, but not like crazy, but it's still it's out there. That's why I feel this is an honorable mention out here. And now finally, our last record. One of my favorite albums I own, and from one of that, tributes to a TV show I really like. And that would be Spongecore. The Brutaler Bikini Bottom Beatdown, 2nd edition. If you don't know anything about Spongecore, it's one guy, I forgot the guy's name, and he takes sound clips from SpongeBob and puts metalcore music over it. It's some of the best music you'll ever hear, I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. What was it, Alaskan Bullworm? No. Big, Scary, and Pink. That has one of the best, breakdowns I think I've heard. It's Patrick going, push! When they're pushing Bikini Bottom somewhere else to escape the Alaskan Bullworm. It's insane. Sweet Robot Crabs is fun because it's when he's asking the radio DJ play the song, and he's like beep boo bop boo bop, and the radio DJ is like, "No man, you're thinking of beep boo boo bop boo boo bop." and he just takes bits of that and puts in different spots and just does metal core sounds and beats. It's great. He even does a cover that's not on this because of copyright reasons of "Living in the Sunlight, Loving in the Moonlight" by Tiny Tim. You can find that on Bandcamp. But he actually, since he can't own it all because of the sound bites, he actually donated a bunch of all of the money. He donates all the money to charities, which is really cool. So yeah, Spongecore, fantastic, crazy weird, but you gotta check it out. It's awesome. So yeah, please check out Spongecore and all the other bands I listed. So yeah, and check out all the music. So thank you very much for watching. This has been another episode of Tiny Record Time. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that little bell to get all those notifications. Thank you so much for watching.